Hello, everyone. This is going to be a very unique perspective. As you can see, I'm inside of a tent. For those who do join early, this particular podcast is going to go from now until 3:30, and then from 4 to 5:30, 6 to 7:30, and then 8 to 9:30. It will start with the candle lighting at 2 o'clock. I'm having Popeyes to eat right now. For anybody who watches the video early, you're going to see me eat some Popeyes chicken. This, of course, is the first substantial thing I've had to eat as a meal in the last week and a half. I've been really, really busy. I've had a lot of things on my mind. Um, First and foremost is my brother's death, which occurred 2 years ago prior to his birthday, which is 2 days from now, which is tomorrow, which is May 7th. Once again, those of you who do join early, I want to say thank you for being here. My name is Michael. We're going to be doing a live pod reading from inside of a tent. A very unique perspective. Okay, for those of you who did watch this early, um, we're going to be having a podcast. It's for the tent. It's a very unique perspective. Hello, Aaron. It's nice to see you here. It's a very unique perspective. We're actually inside of a tent. You can see I got my Popeye's chicken here I'm going to consume while I'm reading. This is a candle that I'm going to be lighting at 2 o'clock. My soda, and again, we're just inside of just a tent. And we're going to be reading poems from inside of this tent. It's a very unique perspective. Hello, Temple. It's good to see you. And this will be starting at 2 o'clock. The process here is to be reading the poems from 2 to 3:30, and then from 4 to 5:30, 6 to 7:30, 8 to 9:30 today. So it'll give me a half-hour break for every hour and a half that I read, and then we're going to end up um, closing it out right around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I also have music to play here steady for you guys. So um, I'm trying to make this more interesting, more upbeat for you guys, so that you guys don't get bored. Also, since this is going to be going until 10 o'clock, there's no need for you to stay here the whole time. If you want to just drop in to get one of your poems read, or just to read or listen to a poem being read, you can. You can come and go as you please. I do ask if you want one of your poems specifically to be read to let me know by having a star by your name or by your poem so that I know to read your poem. At about 5 till, we'll go ahead and we'll say a prayer and we'll lead into the poem reading. And then, like I said, at 2 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock, we will do the candle lighting inside of the tent. And then a candle will be lit the whole time that I'm reading poems to you. Just want to let you all know there's a huge shout out for my friend. His name is Temple. Temple, real life. Um, he's struggling. He's trying to help me get this podcast going. So I'll put this on here. This is my Cash App ID. And any donations that I get today, specifically, I'm going to send straight over to Temple to help him out, to show him my appreciation, and you guys to show him your appreciation as well for getting this podcast going. So any donations to the podcast throughout the day will go all to Temple without exception. So again, thank you, Temple, for what you did today and to get this going. Hello, Relic Prodigy. It's nice to see you here. Like I was saying, the podcast is going to start officially at 2 o'clock. We're getting everything going. We're going to be in a tent today. So, this is what we're going to be doing inside of a tent. It's a very unique perspective. And my brother's birthday, who passed away, Alondale Bo King, his birthday is tomorrow. So whatever poetry that I post tomorrow, unfortunately, is going to be very seedy, very icy, very unlike Michael, because I really miss my brother. Me, him, and Damien T. Holland, we were three peas in a pod, and he's been gone for 2 years. So this podcast, this all-day podcast, is directly dedicated to my brother who's passed away. So I appreciate all of you guys who are here live, and I appreciate all of you guys who are going to be watching the replay. This means a lot to me, and that's one of the reasons why I have in a tent today, is because I'm basically isolating myself from the rest of the world to say to my brother Alondale, I miss you, and I wish you were here with me. So make sure that you put all of your poems that you want to be read with the star in front of it, and then I will read your poems live for the rest of the world. The hours will be going from 2 to 3:30, 4 to 5:30, 6 to 7:30, and then from 8 to 9:30, with a half-hour break between each of the hour and a half segments for me to do what I got to do in between. I have of course, my pot pies here, so and this is the candle we're going to be lighting. We got music to be played too as well. So thanks again for those who are live and those who are going to be watching the replay. Just to give you some backstory, I am the one who is called I Am Michael. I do have a series going right now thanks to Linton Spear, which is Relic Prodigy. He started a great story, which was surrounded by a bunch of heroes and villains who were fighting against a character called Mickus. And I was continuing that idea with Mickus the Dragon Slayer. So we was basically working in conjunction with this idea. Now the last part of this series is going to be coming out tomorrow during my brother's birthday. It's the fight of all fights. It's going to involve Mount Olympus, demons, angels, and anybody else who has decided on Poetizer to be involved in the story. So if you want to get involved in that story, either hit me up on my DM or reach out and contact me however you can, whether it's by WhatsApp or by Telegram or Google Chat, whatever you want to do. Let me know what character you want to be and what part you want to play, and I will, in fact, involve you in the very last part of this 7 to 8 part series. Now, after I finish this series, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this as a book on Kindle Publishing, and everyone who's been involved in this uh, venture is going to get a free copy of the ebook, and then it's going to go to the hardback and the paperback. And even though your names won't be in there anymore, you can still read the story in the full flavor of the original intent with the characters in there. So if you want to get your free ebook copy, make sure that you get involved in the story somehow, some way, so that you can get your free ebook copy of Mythicus: The Last Dragon Slayer, which is a 7 to 8 part series with a couple of fillers. Plus, when you get the ebook copy, um, that's great. But if you buy the paperback and the hardback book, you not only get Mythicus: The Dragons, but you also get Ballad of the Demons, which was under my last account. Okay, that's a 10-part series, and you get the Book of Life, which is one poem, but it goes to the span of 60, I believe 64, 65 years of a man's life from birth until the day that he dies, which is it's a great work. And I'm going to have the Ballad of the Demons, Mythicus: The Last Dragon Slayer, and the Book of Life, and it's all going to be in the paperback and the hardback. The paperback would be for $19.99, and the hardback would be for $29.99. So when those come out, I'll post those on Poetizer. So just be looking for those after we finish this last part of Mythicus: The Dragon Slayer tomorrow. So let you guys keep me an update on that. Another thing too, this is basically for those who are watching the replay. Spewing Words, a great poet, a fantastic poet on Poetizer. Make sure you pick up her copy of her book that I believe is still free. If it's not, it's fine. It's only $5. Go to Amazon.com and look up A Decomposing Heart. I'll type it on here for you. And you will get your free digital copy of A Decomposing Heart by Spewing Words. And if you don't get this for free, you're really missing out. She's a terrific poet, and she's doing this for all of us at Poetizer. I got my copy. Make sure that when you get your copy, please rate it and leave it a review because you're getting it for free. So do her a favor and give a review so that she can get more people to buy it when it goes on sale. I believe either later tonight or tomorrow. So we want to do what we can to help other poets on Poetizer. So thank you for doing that. Also, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would like to get my subscribers all the way up to 1,000 so I can start to monetize this and make money off of it. I would appreciate that as well. Spread it around in your circles, people that you know, and say, hey, look, there's this interesting guy who's doing poetry reading, and among other things, he likes to go out. Last week I did a zoo podcast. I like to do a homeless podcast as well. I like to do a podcast about the corruption of governments. So, the more subscribers that I get, the more that I can make money off of this, the more things that I can do so I can buy more equipment. So I appreciate all of that. Mm. Mm. Just to let you guys know too, all of my followers, I appreciate you, the fact that you're following me. This is a time for you to be praying. Keep your eyes on the Lord. I know some of you probably don't believe in the Lord, but I'm just telling you, keep your eyes on the Lord. Get in touch with the Lord. Get in touch with Christ, or get in touch with Allah, whoever it is that you pray to, and get some enlightenment about the things that are to come. Because I love all of you. I don't want you to get swept away into something that you're not expecting. Uh, yes, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but it's okay to be a conspiracy theorist. I look out for all of you. I pray for all of you by name each day, every day. So just to let you know, it's Michael. That's what I do. I don't eat. I don't sleep very often. My chicken that I ate today is the first time I had a real meal in like 2 weeks. So I worked last night. I've been up all day, but it's okay. It's going to be worth it for this. Um, if something's not right, if the audio or visual is not coming out correctly, make sure that you let me know so that I can fix it accordingly in the comment section. Also, those who are watching the replay, you can still donate to my Cash App. My Cash App is I am Michael. It's capital I, capital AM, capital MICA, capital AEL. And that's my Cash App address. Anyone who wants to donate to help out Temple, because Temple helped set this up, and he needs to have help. And it's good to give charity. It's one of the greatest things to give is charity. So whatever you guys donate to my Cash App for this particular podcast will go directly into his pocket so that he can be helped and assisted, because he's doing a good work too, allowing me to do this for all of you for free, and he needs some help. So dear Lord, thank you for what you've done for us today. Thank you for bringing us all together today. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity, Lord. You know what it is I'm trying to do here, trying to bring people together, Lord. Just give me the guidance, the wisdom, the strength, the patience, and the endurance to make it through this session today. Since I ask in something, amen. Just to give you another heads up to Relic Prodigy, I don't know how long it's going to be on here, but just to let you know, Relic Prodigy is a good friend of mine. We did several collaborations. If you haven't followed his work, I don't know why you're not. You need to be following him. He's a great poet and very interesting reads, very interesting perspective. Very different than my work, but we're all very different poets, and we all try to get out a specific message. Same thing goes with Erin. That's Metamorphic Goddess. Make sure that you follow her. Very good poems. B is another one to follow. Dead Roses is another one to follow. Apparition Dark, definitely. If you don't follow him, I don't know what's right with you. Everybody else is. Noble Silva. These are all great, powerful poets. Cracksfield of Gold. These are standby poets who, if you read their works, you would never be disappointed. Unknown Friend is a good friend of mine. Evelyn Ray is another good one. Nana Nan, she's a good one. All these very fine poets. If you go along my list of my followers, you will find a list of some really fine followers. So if you don't have them following you, or you're not following them, I suggest that you do that because they're very good poets. And you will find most of them that I've collaborated with. Bridget Dubuissu is a very nice, very a good poet, very warm and religious. Never a bad word to say about anybody for any reason. One of my absolute favorites on there is Laura G. If you don't know Laura G, then G, why don't you? Follow her. Gabby C, an excellent poet. You need to follow Gabby C. Again, Spewing Words, you have to follow Spewing Words. The two that you need to follow is Spewing Words and Apparition Dark. If you at least follow those two, you're on the right track. Everybody else, yes, follow, but Apparition Dark and Spewing Words, definitely you need to follow. So, thanks again for everybody being here. Make sure that you introduce yourself as your poetizer name if you're from Poetizer. If you're not from Poetizer, that's perfectly fine. We understand. Again, this goes from 2 to 10, so different people will be coming up here at different times. My brother's going to be coming up here at a certain time too, so as people come up, I'll be reading you guys' poetry. If you want poetry, if you don't tell me that you want poetry, I'll either read a collaboration that I've done, or I'll just randomly choose like one of your poems according to whoever's in the room at the time. So, let me get me a drink of soda here real quick before we start. We're going to light this candle right at 2 o'clock. I believe that it's mango coconut. Again, I like to change up my readings so that you guys don't get the same thing every week. So just as much work goes into me deciding what venue I'm going to read to you as the poetry reading itself. And it's because, really, guys, those who know me on Poetize is because I love you guys very much. I'm always on there. If I'm at work, if I'm supposed to be here to sleep, if I'm supposed to be eating, I don't do that. I stay on Poetize all the time, 24 hours a day, because I love you guys very much. Um, See me without my glasses. That's what I look like. Just a guy struggling to try to make ends meet. But just because I'm trying to make ends meet doesn't mean I don't care about you guys. Hi, it's good to see you. Look what God does. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Got about 4 minutes. We're going to start with the candle lighting, which is right here at 2 o'clock. And I'm in here with my Popeyes in case I get hungry. And this is a tent reading. So we're inside of a tent. Very unique perspective. And this is in honor of my brother Orlando, who passed away about two years and about a month from tomorrow. Tomorrow is his birthday, May 7th, 1978. So, guys, if you can, just keep him in your prayers and your thoughts. I would really appreciate if some of you could write a poem about him. I'll put his name down if you know how to spell his name. Orlando. Okay, that's the name of my brother who passed away 2 years ago. So if you guys want to just do me one favor and do one for him, on Poetizer, if you are here from Poetizer, you can write that name down. It's not Avondale, it's Orlando. Okay. The second one is what it is. It's Orlando Bo King. That's his name. If you want to write a dedication poem to him, that'd be great. Uh, his birthday is tomorrow, May 7th. He was very close to me and Damon T. Howland. He passed away 2 years ago from a heart attack. He served in the United States military for over 12 years. He got honorable discharge, and he had a coronary 2 years ago. And I just miss him very much. So I'm doing this podcast today in his honor, and my brother Orlando King's honor. So thank you guys for listening to that, and your sympathies and your well wishes are very much appreciated. This is a hard time for me to go through, remembering the passing of my brother, Orlando King. Thanks again. I am Mike. I'm going to go ahead and start this with the lighting of this candle. So, once again, I want to thank all of you for being here. My name is Michael. And I want to start by saying thank you for all for being here. Okay, I see something here. And the fray. Okay. Bless your heart, Aaron. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is called the fray. I find myself at the edge of the fray. No one really knew I was going that way. It's been too long without words in my mind. So I'm going to fight till I find some decay. I talk to myself because I can't forget what goes through my mind behind a cigarette. Messages waiting there for me to find are soaked by the fluid and stained by the wet. Every single one has a story to tell. I toss and I turn, for I can't see them well. Taking my time makes me leave them alone. In my mind, where boxes are starting to swell. The stains of my verse stop time as I write, and one hears my heart as I put up the fight. There's no giving in. This is all I have known. To free what I live for and make it right. It's by Metamorphic Goddess, called The Fray. Very beautiful poem. Again, we're here with a tent reading. My name is I am Michael. Those who want a poem, please let me know what poem that you want. Put it by a star by that. My friend Relic Prodigy was here, so let's do one from him real quick. This is a poem that Relic Prodigy just wrote today. The hustle and the tussle is all in the struggles. Life can be a fight with wins, fractures, and torn muscles. Never give up upon what you hope to achieve. My downfalls might just bring hopes to my dreams. I mean, what I say, do what I say, in short timing, make it happen with one word of a prayer. For Relic Prodigy, you're welcome, Aaron. Bless your heart. I'm going to read a poem by Spewing Words. Remember, guys, go to Amazon.com, A Decomposing Heart by Spewing Words. You can get yourself a free copy. This is a sample of one of her poems. It's called No Escape. Like a brown recluse, you poisoned me. Your love altered my mind, created an illusion, self-delusion, the perfect excuse to say if I could all. Toxins in my veins made me believe you were everything. Like a junkie, I'll forever fiend. Lying, saying I'll get clean. I'll always be addicted. My heart's convicted. Sentenced to life, I'll always love you. I want to get away. My soul wants to stay. I know you like keeping me at bay. You have me wrapped forever trapped. I'm not your partner, but your lifeline prisoner. That's by Spewing Words. Get your free copy over at Amazon. A Decomposing Heart. Get that today. You can also buy yourself a paperback or a hardback. It's also available there on Amazon.com. You won't regret it. It's worth the price. I want to also say that a good friend of mine, Just T Baby, has her own channel. Make sure that you go and visit YouTube.com, either Fatso Tarot or Rune Man. It's also in the description. Make sure you go there to visit her channel, please. Thank you very much for doing that. Let's see what we have here. Great. Yes, Relic Prodigy, you're absolutely right. Um, Again, if you guys are able to whip up a poem or something in dedication to my brother while I'm doing these podcasts, I'll read those for you. Go back to Relic Prodigy. The reason why I'm heading a lot to Relic Prodigy right now is because, again, we did a collaboration or two together, and it's just a really, really good poet. My brother's name is Orlando Bo King. His name is further up in the comment section. This is by Relic Prodigy. It's called Butterfly. From a caterpillar to a butterfly, I evolve. With the middle state as my world, I revolve. Some mistakes I made was all my fault, but am man, enough to surrender without a doubt. Majestic as my wings might appear to be, don't be. Blinded by what you see. Clear strokes, thick smokes, visions that we share. My life's journey is one to share. That's by Relic Prodigy. Again, it was really an honor for me to do the collaborations that I did do with Relic Prodigy. He's always busy. He's had a busy life. And just show him some love by following him, liking his poems, giving him a comment, letting him know that, hey, we at Poetizer, we love and we appreciate you. Want to also keep a prayer going for Sea Urchin, Eli. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm hoping and praying that he's doing okay. So keep him in your thoughts and in your prayers. There's a poem that I did today called The Bridegroom. It's a collaboration with Bridget Dirisu. That's BridgetDirisu. Let me type that in here for you. It didn't come out all right. Okay. This is a collaboration I did with her. If you don't know who she is, um, follow her. Make sure you comment on her poetry. She's really good. It's called The Bridegroom. And I looked, and behold, I saw New Jerusalem descend from the sky as a bride to her bridegroom. It was a shining star in the heavens and a radiant jewel here on earth. We had all been told of this occasion in the heavens since before days of our birth. Each of us were always hoping for this day to come before the day of our tomb. And soon it will be. In glory and splendor the city descends. Streets of pure gold and headless gates. Its light comes from God, and the Lamb is its lamp. New heaven and earth, forever camp. The walls are decorated with such bright jewels. 12 gates, each with angelic view. The river of life, crystal clear and pure, flowing from the throne, healing in its charm. No more tears or pain, everything becomes new. The tree of life it leaves for healing. Nations come to worship, kings with them. Peaceful government, justice must be shown. The glory of God shines on his face. The sun is not needed, its light fills every room. The home of the righteous, where there is joy and peace. In the New Jerusalem, all sorrows will end. That's by Bridget DeRissou. She collaborated with me on that one just today. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. There's a poem here called Forbidden Fruit. It's collaborated with me with Wicked Queen. Walking through the countryside, looking over at the cottage nearby, such a pretty vision to see green apples, red apples, orange grove, and grapes, blueberries, and cherries. My great companion, Wicked Queen, says, Michael, look, endless fruit. Let's eat our fill of bliss. But somehow it seems a bit off. What did we miss? Is it even true? What if it's not? Why is the apple so red and so green, of the same size on the same tree? Such a pretty cottage, but was there any in my kingdom yesterday? It was, but not at all like this. Orange, so orange, do I remember drinking its juice any day? Something is amiss, Michael, the dearest. Isn't it looking like a dream? Oh, I remember. The blueberry. Was it cursed after all? Are we in some nightmare after all? And that was with Wicked Queen. She collaborates quite a bit with me on my poems, and I appreciate her. This is a poem I read out loud because somebody said that they really liked it. It's called Evasive. Exhumed, so wild and free, found. Nothing gonna stop us now. Companionship, hand in hand, bonding, heart to heart. New frontiers, mountain. We bonded at the start. Perfection as one. Brave and bold are not. Ashamed, we take our place, sailing high. Up in the clouds, our race. Glorious, ooh yeah. Again, Spewing Words, her poem is for sale. Make sure you go to visit her book on Amazon.com, Decomposing Heart. Also, in the description, Rock Meany, he has a book for sale. It's called The Adventures of Tim and Sarah. Make sure you click on that link, take a look at his book, and if you like it, go ahead and purchase that for him, please. He's also struggling, trying to make ends meet, trying to sell his book. So just show him a little bit of love if you have the time and you have the money. We appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to read a poem from you from Ethereal Zircon. It's called Life in a Minimalism. Crisscrossed lanes, crisscrossed minds, bent emotions, broken opinions, straight paths with a chance, no more choices over chances. Decide what is right. Who is a real requisite? And this is written by the Ethereal Zircon. Here's a poem that was written by Thinker number 5. This is a collaboration that we worked together on. It's called Running with the Night. Full of venom vigor, tawdry as a rabbit white tiger, running in mist of night, out of mind and out of sight. These two are on this journey. Through the woods darkness fall. Shall they make it to the very end? Let the sisters of fate make the call. Wasn't quite happy to start this journey as I was scared to get out of my comfort zone. In the starting few days, I was trying my best to adapt to this. But it was a little hard. But then I saw you, like a ray of sunshine in my life. And with you by my side, this journey became awesome, and I started to enjoy this. You loved me so much that I understood you loved me without you even mentioning it. And I know that you knew I loved you too, and it felt magical. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of my brother right now. This poem is called The Fear. Open wounds, arid dunes, sitting here with no one near, all alone in this fight. I always find myself each night. Yes, there is a strong light, bright as the sun. Whenever my day is done, my blood runs thin. Don't know just yet when. I will soon pass out. Oh goodness, my brother, here he stands next to me. Says I am like none other. Look out for each other. Though my sacrifice is strong, still feel like I do not belong. Will this ever change? I don't know. I just lay alone in my bed. I've bled. So much blood, I must be dead. In this world of shadows and dust, erase and rewind, I must. Circle of life now all. This poem is by Ina Wrights. She collaborated with me. It's called In the Name of Allah, We Adore. Our Lord and Master Creator of sea and ocean and all tributary, our minds as one though we boldly hold each other's hand, we now against the evils in this world stand. Heaven guide us by your might, lend us both holy sight, let us both see the light in thy height. The omnipotent, great divine Creator, who neither slumber nor sleeps, he who doesn't beget or begotten, he who sees the unforeseen, he who by his divine glory does all his wishes, with every time he fits to do so, and he who delays some actions from occurring until he says, Be, and it shall be, who, if not he, the great Lord of Moses, Isaac, Jesus, the greatest creator yet to be seen, he is Allah, majestic, fantastic, perfect, magnificent. Just want to let you guys know it's kind of like a sweat lodge in here. You can see that I'm glistening from my sweat. Let's see. Who's all in here and see me suffer? No one. Hey, shall I continue onward? My sweating. Whew, it's hot. um, let's read another poem here. this one is this one is called "Hidden Places." It's written with Kim Haya. Lord and honey, land of milk and honey. We run away together to find happiness and joy, and we do hand in hand find this place. Wow, so beautiful. We enjoy our time together, so many smiles and lovely faces. We are most alive when we are in friendship love. Night and day, we always look and say, wow, that's awesome. Eternal happiness and joy. Keep us here forever. And that was with me and and Kim Haya. Whew, it's hot. It's hot in here. Uh-huh. Okay. This one is called Meeting on a High Summit. It's a collaboration with Wicked Queen, Hera. So, our little hero thinks to save humans with her powers, yes? Well, I am Hera, wife of the god of gods, Zeus. Your claim to queendom is ridiculous. How can a simple child be queen of the world? Wicked Queen. Oh, and what are you trying to do? Whatever you can't do it properly. You are using your husband's name for fame, and here I am, famous for my own. I am Wicked Queen, Queen of the Darkness. You are rolling your eyes in front of me? Keep doing that, and you might find your brain back there. Poor little child, Mommy will come calling to you to change your little diapers. I am older than the air itself you exhale. With a flick of my wrist, I can take your breath away and seal up your mouth with ash. And yet, if you choose to run your mouth, go ahead. I won't stop you. Wicked Queen. Oh, come on, Hera. That's an old game that you are playing now. Did I not make it clear who I am? Queen of Darkness. The darkness even gods are scared of. You are calling yourself old. You don't need to. You already look old and older than your grandmother. I am more beautiful and stronger than you. Hera. Your own mouth will be your own undoing. Go ahead, little snowflake. Flickle and tickle as you wish. I'll stand back and enjoy the show. Zeus. You see this, brethren? The human's own hero has enough pride and ego to match the gods 100-fold. Hades. Indeed, she is a little tyrant, huh? Yeah. Hasn't even been alive long enough to grow a proper nail, yet she talks of godhood like an old glove. Ares. Poor little creature. Wicked Queen. Is that what you can know about looking at me? I can take your biodata and history out, yet you can't grasp my real strength. My one move is enough to make my opponent cough up blood. You want to see my nails? Indeed, I don't have nails, but claws that can tear you to pieces. My pride is enough to take you down. The arguments are waste. Let's see what's your strength. Zeus. Pitiful worm, enough of your presence. Leave our mountain. Go serve your little vermin. Prometheus will be your undoing. And when you call upon us, mouth, we will not help. Wicked Queen. You are all four, yet bullying me. 4 against 1 is not good. That shows how weak, pathetic you are. Now, don't act. If you wanted to help, you would have appeared when Prometheus had caused a havoc in our place. But no, you didn't. You are all weak. Go hide in your hill. We don't need help. And even if we did need your help, we wouldn't call you. You are all pathetic cowards. Hera. Stupid little child. And that was by Wicked Queen and myself. See if I can get a poem here by Light Worker. Oh, here's one by Laura G. It's called Razzle Dazzle. Wake easy, my friend. Speak to the sunbeams, dazzling through your window. Even the dust dances in their presence. And that's by Laura G. Thank you all for those who are going to be watching this. I appreciate that. This is one by an unknown friend called Fire. Fire, get out of my life. When will you have a life? Because I want to kill you. And the dear moon want that too. For hurting my heart. For freeze my breath. And because sometimes I wait for death. So please go at your home. Because it's possible to become a sunshine. And you will see how my friend enemy shine. And I won't save you. I will just watch how you die. And then I will fly to stay in my dear sky. That's my dear friend. Again, we're doing a podcast inside of a tent. I'm going to go ahead and take a bit of a break since it doesn't seem like there's anybody in here right now. And I'll come back and do some more of this podcast momentarily. Oh, okay. Terry, you're here. Okay, yes, I see you at 5. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, guys. I'll be back here momentarily. So uh, today until 10 o'clock, those who drop in, great. I'll try to get you a poem. Remember my brother, Orlando King. I'm going to leave this podcast still going. I'll come back in here momentarily. Give me some chicken. Get me some chicken here to eat real quick, guys, because I'm hungry. Thank you. Don't mind me. I'm gonna eat me some chicken real quick. I'm hungry. Hi. This is called The God's Gift by Love Is. We all make mistakes, but God doesn't. Enjoy your birthrights. They cannot tax heir or steal God's rightful heirs. That was a really good one. Thank you, Alec. This one is by Lamb Lightworker. It's called To Love Again. As I look into your beautiful eyes, then make me realize how loving and true they are to me, just by being you. I love your personality. My children love you too. You really are special just for being you. Time and time again, I wanted someone like you to help me in every area of my life and learn me how to love again. You taught me how to love a man of God and love myself the same. Put God first, myself, my family, then you. I never understood how this man worked out, but trust in the Lord, we may we both shall, and He will show us what this is all about. From one extreme to the next, always feeling fulfilled and blessed. Michael, you are an angel to me and my two kids. That makes three. We all adore you. You're very special, it's true. None other compared to you. You are always there to lend me your ear, even when times are rough or nighttime is near. I can count on you any time of the day. Right now, you are a phone call or message away. I look forward to the day when we can finally say, I do, and I will forever love you. Thank you for always being my partner I can count on. Thank you for being there for my kids. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for showing me, God, how to love again. Michael, I love you. Michael Lisa forever. Let's see what else we have here. This is by myself and Nina. Starlight beams through her window. Finally, I arrived. She opened the door. Hey, come on in and stay for a while. Take your shoes off. Kick back. Lay on the couch. Let's watch a little TV. How was your trip? Comfortable, I hope and pray. Got a new DVD. Going to watch with kind of steamy in the mood. Boy, but tell me, are you tired or are you ready? Got some in the kitchen and champagne, cooling in the fridge. So she goes to the kitchen and opens the fridge and pops a bottle of champagne. She goes to the cabinet and opens it to get 2 glasses. She opens a bag of popcorn and pops it into the microwave for 2 minutes, walks back with the 2 glasses of champagne, and she sits next to him on the couch, agreeing what movie was next to watch. Twilight was the agreed choice. As she throws the DVD in, she goes into the kitchen where the popcorn is ready to eat. She pours the popcorn into a bowl, rejoining him on the couch, ready to watch the movie. Oh, she forgets to turn off the lights. She gets up to switch the light off. As the movie starts, they relax, watching the ads. And that was with me writing it with Nina. That's what it says. Oh, till then, okay. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm just a man. I must eat every once in a while. Um, this was written by Lamplight Workers, called "Steeped in Utter Blindness." By a contrite spirit have I called unto thee, in unsubtle ways to turn from thy iniquities. How I long to carry you as a hen with her chicks under her bosom. But you would not hear me or my words. You say, yeah, yeah. And in my name you heal the sick and raise the dead. Yet you have never known me. Thus, as a lukewarm believer, I will too spew you forth as the midnight frosts do, and leave you as cold white-washed sepulchres. You have never known me nor seen my face, yet you led my people to utter destruction by lies and deceit. Therefore I will heap upon you not only the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah, great as it were, but also that of Canaan and Babylon and Nineveh and Rome. You will never be heard from again, and thy name shall be spoken only of in fear and trepidation, by the voice of whispers and on light air. Fear will grip your heart and your mind, and you will be safe in no place, searching for peace that will never come, all because of your stubborn unbelief. So, in a world so divided, most of us live like we have nothing to worry about. First of all, acceptance of Jesus as our Savior seems sufficient that we should remain eternal life if we believe Jesus died on the cross for our sins. All we need to do is to repent and ask for forgiveness. The rest is up to you. Double-mindedness is spiritual blindness. How can we say we believe and say God is our Father when what we do is an attitude of why bother? The selfish ways in the world where love create a pathway for destruction and not a way for above. Walking in this life is tough, but we cannot live both God and Satan with God and the flesh. When Jesus says, "Take up your cross and follow me," and that was by Lamplight Worker with the collaboration with me. Okay, got one here. Present looking good. Okay. Again, we're inside of a tent. In case you guys are new, there's a candle we're burning here, and we're inside of a tent. As you can see, I'm sweating my butt off in here. It's very hot in here. I'm doing this in honor of my brother Armando, who passed away a couple years ago. His birthday is tomorrow. So keep him in your hearts and in your minds today. My other brother's online here now, so that's good. Damon T. Holland, give him some love, guys. While we're in this tent, this is a perfect time for me to read a specific poem. And this is it's in honor of my brother Damon T. Holland and my brother Orlando King. This is called The Nightmare by Damon T. Holland. Once again, I am in a tent. It's dark. I'm going to read The Nightmare. One lonesome eve, when I felt tired, the sun went down. The day expired. Atop a pillow, I placed my head as my body lays across the bed. My mind wandered as a stream while I began to wish and dream. My thoughts moved fast to and fro. How much time passed? I could not know. Happening upon a jet black beast, I stood quite awestruck, to say the least. This boding figure that caused my dismay galloped from nowhere, far away. So next, the mare of her own accord expounded to me, explained in depth why she became a lord. Oft time at night, but sometimes on days, she revealed such fright in many ways. The nightmare knew that then that which vexed my soul. The nightmare vowed there to hold back my goal. Your fate is doomed to destiny. Never with the mate you ought ever be. Of courage and pluck I should not boast. That prancer declared what I feared the most. Yet from this jinx I would not cower. By then I caught on. Who held true power? But just a woman whom answers my call. My love is great, I will save it all. Thus quick as a wink, the mirror blazed white. Sporting one horn, she looked nimble and bright. She danced pertly, then sang with glee, you found a key, yet now you see. To never live alone, to be ever with another. She will look for you, choosing no other. Some sweet day you indeed shall wife, so now wake up and live your life. Again, I'm reading that from Damon T. Holland, my other brother. because our brother Orlando King passed away a couple years ago in a month, and so this is to honor him. And we're in a tent, so it was very appropriate for me to read a poem called "The Nightmare." If you have any poems that you want me to read to you while we're in this tent, especially, just let me know, and I'll go ahead and read it for you. Whew. Hot. I feel like I'm in a sweat lodge here. I don't know why, but I'm seeing three of everything. See, I'm seeing three fingers. Oh, it's because there is three fingers. Well, I'm seeing three of everything in here. Okay. Yeah. Whew, it's hot. Oh my gosh. Guys, it is like roasting in here. There's hot, hot, and then there's good God, I'm going to fry in here. And it's beyond good God, I'm going to fry in here. I feel like a frog in a hot plate, and I know that I'm being burned. Oh my gosh. Mm. Okay. This is a collaboration from Chesmo. It's called Holy Sword of Vengeance. For in the Lord I see his great sword. In time it will be made into fine wine. But until then, judgment will come to purge the earth and renew begin. Praise him for his righteousness. Praise him for his holiness. Our God, he is an awesome God and King. Let his name on high thus forever ring. And let his name resound through the ends of the earth. Holy One of Galilee, thou great and mighty, one that brought death to his knees. All the demons on land and sea cower in fear, as they await the second coming of he that was, he that is, and he that is to come. And that was by Orlando by Chesmo, and myself, called Holy Sword of Vengeance. All right. I'm out of necessity. I'm going to have to call into this podcast for now, and I'll come back again at 4 o'clock. So those of you who want to continue this podcast, make sure you tune back in at 4 o'clock, and we'll continue the podcast. Right now, I'm roasting. Thanks again for joining me so far today. I'll be back right around 4 o'clock, but between 3:30 and 3:45, I'll be back, and then we'll go from then until about 6 o'clock. And once again, I want to thank you for joining me today, and we're going to continue this until 10 o'clock tonight. For now, God bless you all. I'll see you when I come back at around 4 o'clock.